Solitude is often maligned in our society. Those who desire too much of it are weirdos, losers, and freaks. But practiced healthily, solitude can be vital for understanding of ourselves and indeed the others around us. Too much solitude, though, puts us at risk of loneliness, which acts to tear down the very understanding that we were initially seeking out. So how do we stop solitude from becoming loneliness? How much time should we spend by ourselves? And what should we be doing during it? Are any of us ever able to be truly alone in the modern world? To help me answer some of these questions, I'm joined by Charlie Milner, who thinks that solitude is that card game that you play by yourself. Charlie, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Charlie, do you think you do well by yourself?
I think I'm doing better nowadays than I have in the past. I have.
Yeah. What kind of things are you doing to be better?
Talking to myself.
Yeah, good start.
And that can be helpful. I kind of talk
Does
to
it
myself.
make it feel like there's someone else in the room with you?
It just means that you actually have a relationship with yourself rather than just this kind of imaginary...
Sounding like an unhealthy start, but let's go on. Let's keep going.
Rather than this like imaginary darkness where you're kind of...
A real darkness that you are by...
Well, yeah, this real darkness of just being like alone in the void of your head when you're not even really...
Sure.
You need to have...
Physicalizing
It needs
your
to feel
thoughts.
as though you are chatting to an actual person when you're talking to yourself.
It's a mad thing to say. Yeah. No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't feel like someone else.
No, it needs to, because it's like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Wait, when you're thinking or when you're talking to yourself?
All of it.
Right. This is a mad start, but go on.
As in...
You think... To think normally, it should be like you're talking to someone.
Yeah, for it to make any sense at all.
Well, why can't you just think, oh, I'm thinking now, this is me?
Because then it's like I'm talking to someone. Then there's a separation there. If I don't imagine that at least there's another person at the end of the line.
You're at the start of split personality disorder. you're about to...
Wait, so how do you do it then?
I think, and that's me.
You think and that's me.
I think, therefore I am.
Yeah.
It's not I think, therefore there's someone else.
No. I know that someone else is me too, I guess.
I don't know. I think we're starting to peddle a dodgy line with that.
I think that basically...
You're going to get in arguments with other Charlie.
Well, I do. No. I treat... The way I talk to the other me is like... It's kind of... I've tried to be more encouraging with it recently. Right. But it's like, I basically talk to myself as if I'm the dad and it's like a 7 or 8 year old.
So can you walk me through...
Just like... But in an encouraging way, like, what's wrong?
Who are you?
In a kind of frustrated encouragement, like, come on.
So just can you give us an example?
I'm in a kind of whirlpool of worry and I'm just sort of freaking
So you've gone
out.
home, you've had a dodgy social interaction, you think everyone hates you.
I'm in the park doing laps.
You're what? No, are you...
Yeah, after that. I'm in the park doing laps and then I'm talking to myself.
So you're talking to yourself out loud in public?
Yeah.
Right.
And
you're doing laps in the park?
Talking to myself, just be like, what? So what's actually, come on. And then I sort of soothe myself by like rubbing my shoulders and stuff. And that makes me feel fond of myself.
That was your nipple, but yeah.
Fine. Well, like my chest, I'll rub my chest as a kind of like fond, like...
It's a minor point.
Self-soothing, like, come on.
Yeah.
Relax.
So is it like the current Charlie's talking to past Charlie?
It's kind of like...
I'm trying to separate the two Charlies.
Calm Charlie's chatting to really stressed Charlie.
Right. But stressed Charlie...
Only responds to kind of touch and simple instruction.
So you've developed the practice of talking to yourself only recently?
Yes.
So what is it?
As a soothing method, as a kind of...
It sounds like you're just soothing yourself. I think
but there's out loud talking. It's like live. It's like live journaling, but for just sort of the journal of an adult trying to soothe his baby. But
you're still you're soothing yourself. I think the separation of Charlies is a bit confusing.
Yeah.
You're not creating another Charlie that you're then having a conversation with. You're just like, calm down, baby. Everything's going to be all right. Yeah.
So in terms of how I do on my own, to answer your question,
poorly,
but working on it.
So you're not really having any of these feelings or thoughts when you're with people. It's just when you've got time to think.
No, I am sometimes when I just pretend to tie my laces.
Yeah. So you just kind of fucked regardless.
So
really.
I just kind of think on the floor for a bit.
Well, how often when you are by yourself, what are you doing? Do you just sit around and then hate yourself, or you can read a book or play a game?
I mean, when I'm on my own,
sitting at the wall going, "Your shit, baby Charlie's horrible." Oh, big baby Charlie.
I'm kind of what do I do on my own? I eat. I guess I just eat a lot. I'm mainly like having lunch or dinner.
Okay. How long does it take you to eat lunch?
Well, depends how big the lunch is.
Yeah.
Am I on my own that much? I'm not. That's what I mean.
Well, this is kind of the question.
I'm trying to get better at being on my own, but I'm very rarely on my own.
But
do you?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Reading, watching films, gym, I guess.
Is that really being alone?
Yeah. if I read by myself, I'd argue I'm not with people. That might be a controversial thing to say.
Yeah.
What do you think being alone is literally just you have to sit and look at the wall? That's just meditating.
I think that's one of its purposes.
Definitely. Well, no, yeah.
This is someone I don't ever spend any time with.
Yeah, what are you fucking talking about, mate? You're running around the park, stroking your chest. Yeah, but at least I'm trying.
I'm trying. You're playing golf. I'm freaking out in the park, but at least I'm fucking getting in there.
Right. So you want?
I'm in the trenches trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
You're playing golf.
I'm playing golf, and therefore it's a nightmare. Well, you're hitting the course. You can think about what's going on in your life around there.
But do you?
Well, how often do you just sit? How often do you sit and look at a wall and think?
Well,
this is meditation, which I think
I'm terrible at that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing meditation. I've tried it because I just don't think it's for me. The answer is not in just.
Why not?
For me.
I think the answer is definitely in there for you.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Any kind of introspection that then leads to...
But then too much introspection makes you get to the point where you think you're a fucking nonce or...
No, it's the opposite of that for you, Charlie.
Enough introspection makes you think you're a nonce.
No, too much introspection will make you realise that you're not a nonce. Because without any introspection, you think you're a nonce every now and again. Every now and again, you go, shit, I'm a pedo. Shit, I'm a pedo. But then if you let those... It's about getting rid of your unwanted thoughts at this point as well. Well, I don't know. It's I think it's always meditation is kind of about achieving the idea that you understand the distance, that you are the observer almost. That you are that without all of this other stuff is an added thing, and you exist and you are. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
In terms of the when I'm talking to myself, I find it hard to work out who the fuck am I talking to here.
Yeah, this is I suppose you're...
Do you know what I mean?
No. I know what you mean, but I think that's silly.
Because it's like, I have to imagine myself as a person. Sometimes I'll just look in the mirror, genuinely, I'll stare in the mirror and just look into my own eyes, and it terrifies me.
I get it.
Because I'm like...
Yeah.
Like, who is that?
Well, you're forced to confront the idea of yourself, which is a very difficult thing.
But as a person.
Yeah,
I'm
as a human being. Yeah. But how...
It's like when babies eventually start being able to look in the mirror because they can see, like...
They understand that this is a different... Well, no, you're looking at a person.
Sometimes I'm just like full on staring in the mirror, just like freaking myself out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think how long are you staring at yourself in the mirror for?
It's 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes. That's a long time. Is that what you do?
Well, like a bad time.
Is that your morning routine? That's why you're freaking out so much. You stare at yourself in the mirror for 2 minutes.
But I'm trying to understand who I am.
Aren't we all?
You're not. You're playing fucking golf.
Yeah, too right, actually.
I mean, you can definitely do it too much. I think that's the point with going and like with spending time on your own. You can overthink yourself into holes, and I think maybe there's a balance between nothing. I mean, it sounds like you got it quite sweet.
I don't think I do.
Why not? What do you think you're hiding?
I don't think I do enough. Well, I think I'm an overthinker.
You are,
and I think I'm definitely a bit scared of spending too much time just sitting there doing nothing. My stepbrother goes to all these silent retreats where you'd sit there. I think he did a week.
Ollie?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think he did a week once. Silence. Just
Vipassana?
I don't know.
I think it might be that.
Maybe.
I was thinking about doing that. I thought it'd be good for me. But apparently...
You burst into tears.
Yeah.
I think you go in and you sit, and then what you realise it's like for just sitting by yourself. Imagine how long it feels to sit by yourself for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's impressive that he does that.
Make that into a week.
But you'd come out a fucking...
Yeah, or a bit nuts, but then once you can only live on a certain amount of planes of reality. So if you come out of there and you've accessed a different realm,
and then you're back in like Londis.
Yeah, exactly. You're back at a petrol station buying quavers and going, well, what's this? I've just experienced a higher version of me.
Yeah. So I guess the hope is that you can kind of continue that.
Well, still eat crisps, but also have a better idea of yourself.
Yeah.
No, you 100% can. You definitely can.
It can't be done.
It just can't be done. Yeah, go on. Do you want to tell your
Wait, no. I want to tap into you more because
tap into me.
I've shared. I've been vulnerable here.
Wow, and that's really brave of you. I'm actually really proud of you.
Why do you not think that you do laps of the park freaking out?
Because I'm not nuts. I'm not. Hold on, that's an odd. You can't frame the question like that.
Why are you not? Why are you not talking to yourself?
Why don't I run around the park, rubbing my nipples, talking to the baby version of myself, who's massive in my head,
trying to comfort it, rather than just playing golf?
I just think they're different things at this point.
But why are you not doing more introspection?
Now that's a question I can begin to answer. Well, I think why aren't I doing more introspection? Do I? Yeah, I think I do quite a lot of it on a daily basis. So when I have, it just kind of comes throughout the day. I'm an overthinker. I overthink most things. So then when I'm done at the end of the day, which is where my alone time is, when you finish work, you stop working. I don't want to then go home and be like, let's keep worrying about stuff.
Yeah.
All my worrying's done. Should we do some more worrying? Let's go home and have a nice. When I'm working, I don't want to look forward to an evening of worrying.
I don't think that's how you should view it, though.
Well, it is worrying, isn't it? Oh no, I'm a big baby who's in control of me.
Yeah, obviously that's horrible, but you can't ignore. That baby's going to be there whether you worry about it or not.
Ignoring it. Ignored. No, thank you. I'll be fine without you.
Do you find that having
too many demons, Charlie? Too many demons.
That's what I'm saying.
Too much. No, if you scratch the surface, we're gonna get a horrible, horrible bottom.
Yeah, you'll find a little monster. A horrible bottom.
Yeah, like the bottom of the surface.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Not like we have horrible bums.
No, all of my friends say you have to go to therapy, and I say you're not my fucking mum. Plus, my mum doesn't love me anyway, so that's a joke. Mum.
I'm thinking of dumping my therapist. Not dumping. I love her in a normal way. She's great.
Getting rid of her.
Yeah, because I just feel
you're so weird. Go on.
She's Russian. She's called Lilia. She's really good. I can tell her anything.
Yeah.
But I just think she hasn't got the answer.
Why do you want to dump her?
I think I'm going to extract the thought from myself.
So you're not dumping her. You're dumping therapy.
I'm dumping therapy for a bit.
So you're not going to find another.
Not for now.
What are you going to do instead of therapy?
This.
It's not a coincidence, is it? Yeah, I mean, I think it must be a good idea. I think I'll probably feel better going to some sort of...
You might initially feel worse.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Because it's just like...
It's not... Yeah, there's not like... I think it's quite obvious there's stuff on me like, yeah, I should probably, talk about that, bring stuff up and all that.
You've done very well not to have one.
All of that jazz.
You've done well not to ever use one.
Yeah, I mean...
I've been in therapy on and off for like 4 or 5 years.
Well,
but I got turned
you'd be
off.
wearing a plastic bag as pants and running around Argos shouting, I want a kettle, if not.
True.
To be fair, if you wanted a kettle, you'd be in the right place if you went to Argos.
So
there's some method to the madness. Right. The baby's not in complete control.
I had to dump my most expensive therapist, and it shows that the price is not the same as quality.
Very good. Very wise,
as
Charlie.
You're about to hear.
Very wise.
Thank you. And basically, I had this therapist, and he was like 80 quid an hour, which is fucking steep. And then
what's the average?
I'm paying 35 at the minute, but on a kind of cheap deal. But I think the average is like somewhere around like 50.
That's where you can fuck off. No thanks.
It's expensive, but it is your brain, which is priceless.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
And I
go on. Yeah,
basically
£80 man.
But one time I went in there and he had a quarter pounder under his chair, and he was like looking at me like,
whilst kind of flitting at the burger,
and it's like,
just trying to
you
wait.
just had a fucking quarter pounder, man.
Oh, so he'd finished the burger.
Or he was like half. I don't know. He was either just finished or
he wasn't like trying to hurry the session along so he could clearly have his burger. No, it just disturbed the
magic of this kind of like oracle fucking wizard.
Yeah, well,
Gandalf
you don't want to take advice from someone who eats shit, do you?
Or a guy who's got a burger under his chair.
Imagine if you found out your therapist was like a furry on the weekend. I don't think you could go back there, could you?
I would like that more.
Why?
Because it's like clearly he's in touch with some levels of expression.
You would be happy with a furry.
There's no self-expression with eating a burger.
You'd be happy with a furry taking you through your darkest desires, your innermost thoughts, trying to make you feel better.
It certainly wouldn't immediately put me off. In a way, it might turn me on. As in, like, make me like him more.
Sure. Yeah. I'd be scared he'd turn me into a furry accidentally. What's going on with furries? Why are they like that?
I think it's just it's like the Furby. Is that like a Furby? Do you remember them?
What? Yeah, those little doll things.
Are they in any way linked, the Furbies and the furries?
I'm going to say no.
I think they might be.
But they're both furry.
Oh, right, you're dressing up as a bear.
Yeah, did you not know what a furry is?
You've talked about them a lot. I've never really...
They're people who dress up in full, like, big...
What's the deal with them?
Well, I'm not actually going to have the conversation. I don't want to have the conversation.
I think they've done a lot of work on themselves to get to that point. Or they've done none. They've either done loads or none.
I'm going to argue it's none.
Some of them have done a lot.
Do you think there's many furries in therapy?
Yeah. I think a lot of them have either done
I just think they're doing that instead of therapy.
Or they've worked through so much stuff, they're like, cool, I actually would love to dress up as a rabbit now.
Well, I suppose it's a desire, and but maybe it's not a healthy expression of one's desires.
I mean, I would argue that it could be healthy unless you're like doing it in a horrible way. I think there's some sexual assault going on with furries.
There's been some scandal.
Yeah, that's right. So obviously those ones should go to therapy and stop doing it.
Yeah.
The ones that are just being normal furries, eating and playing.
Well, I think that's a juxtaposition, normal furry. Do you know what I mean? It's not something I think we should necessarily say.
But I think you should have more of an open mind to them, to be honest. This is what the therapy thing's all about. You got to
having
an
open mind. You see, this is what the furry guy's going to say. I'm going to end up being a fucking furry by the end of it.
If you went to therapy and became a furry, I would be fucking delighted.
It would be if I slowly just started adding slightly more fur. Like, there's some furry trousers you got on there, Andrew. Just like, just trying something new. Yeah, so just come in with a furry shirt the next time.
As in trying to make us not notice that you're transitioning.
Yeah, until eventually I put the big hat on, the
What's
big mask.
What's happened to your hair?
Oh yeah, just trying something out, and then I've just got a big fox.
You got ears on, Andrew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just quite cold at the moment. It's not. Big old hat on. Then it's just me, Fox, and I make you address me as Foxy.
I would support that.
I know you would.
Would your friends support that?
No.
Right, well, I mean, we could still be friends.
Yeah, I think the question is it a good thing? If I slowly became a furry, where I was... So that is me wearing a full-length fox outfit everywhere I go. Do you think you're being a good friend by supporting me? Or are you being a good friend by saying, what's happening, Andrew? Are you okay?
I think it depends on... If you were doing that plus like only eating cereal, then... As in,
that's the line.
It depends on what else you're doing. What else is going on? If you're having a normal life and like going to work and running and stuff, but if you're doing that and like,
but I'm doing all of that,
just playing Lego and just eating cereal and having.
I'm doing all of that. I'm doing all the normal shit, but I'm in a full-length fox outfit.
Fine. And have you got is Elle still with you?
No,
she left because of this.
Yes, because I've become a furry.
Well, that would be different because obviously your wife has left you.
Yeah.
And
I go, no, I need this. This is my self-expression.
I'd be like, she shouldn't have left, and she's not the one.
If your girlfriend...
I do think she is the one, though. I think you are the one for him.
If your girlfriend, suddenly, from 1 month to another, started dressing in a full-length fox outfit, you think you should stay with her because it's her self-expression.
How else is she behaving? I need to know all the facts here. If she's still being lovely...
Everything else is normal.
Has she become nicer?
No, nothing's changed other than the fact that she's wearing a full-length fox outfit to everything she does.
Fine.
And I mean everything.
Well,
Charlie, you're sitting at breakfast, you're talking to a full-length fox with a big fox mask on. You very rarely see her face nowadays.
Is she going to work?
She's going to work.
And the work's fine with it?
Work's fine with it. Because they don't want a discrimination lawsuit. You're worried too much about the other things, aspects of the life, and you're not really focusing on the fact that she's wearing a giant fox costume 24/7.
If it came through self-expression and if not wearing it would make her sad, then if I truly loved her, I'd let her fucking wear the fox outfit.
Okay.
What else is she going to do?
What are you going to say to your family when she comes home for Christmas?
She's really into wearing fox stuff at the minute, and can you all please support that because she's great, as you can tell, because she's still being normal. And she actually came over last Christmas, and you were very fine with it.
She isn't being normal. Your wedding day?
I'd probably ask her not to dress as a fox on my wedding day.
That is so abhorrent. You're going to allow her to be self-expressive, but on the day that's most important to her.
Well, then I have to dress up as a fucking fox.
You don't? To be honest.
She can't be getting... I'm not wearing a suit and getting married to a fox.
It's less disconcerting for two giant foxes walking around together than it is for one fox and one normal person.
I guess it'd be like, if she doesn't wear the fox outfit, then does she just get really depressed? Like, I think what happens if I deny her this, she probably gets really sad and ends up like...
Yeah, I think,
falling off the other edge. What's the question?
It's you couldn't date a furry is the question, surely. And when I say furry, because I think the majority of furries will probably just, chuck it on the weekend for a bit of fun.
What are you saying to a furry if they're listening now?
I'm saying good for you. I couldn't date you.
I could.
Yeah, and that's where we're different.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. You should go to therapy and be more open to fucking this.
This is a reason not to go to therapy.
To not go to therapy?
Yeah, because I'll end up banging furries.
That's a ridiculous excuse not to go to therapy.
Stop making me go. Stop making me go.
Well, this is essentially... Like, you're going to get much better treatment. Whatever this is.
I'd fucking hope so, Charlie. I'd fucking hope I get a bit better treatment than you in
this
that
is not what it's normally like.
What, just bang a fox? What, are they eating cereal? Are they walking around normally? Well, yeah, then let him wear it. Let him wear it.
Talk to someone.
I'm trying to
need to talk to someone. You need to talk to someone?
Yeah, to be honest, the main constraint on it is time and money. Sure. It's like, it is too fucking expensive.
Whatever. It's priceless. I go every fucking week.
And look at you.
I'm doing well.
Look at what's turned out of you.
Yeah. I'm doing well.
Weirdo.
I'm comforting the little me in the park doing laps. And without therapy, I wouldn't be doing that.
I 100% think I need to go. I know there's no way in hell I believe I truly
When's
need to go.
When's it going to happen then?
Are
you ready? You're not ready yet?
Well, I can. It's more just getting it fucking done. It's the money. It's the time. That's it. It's obviously doable. It is expensive though. What is it? So minimum £200 a month?
No, minimum probably.
Am I going once a week?
No, minimum 140 a month. Yeah. For me, I think the absolute minimum is like 30 quid a session, I think.
Do you do it over
I'm doing it with somebody who's studying. She's technically in like training, but she's
like when you go to a school for a haircut.
It's uni therapy.
It's like you're getting like a free haircut from the barbers.
Yeah. Essentially, but I'm paying a little bit for it.
Your brain just looks like a fucking mess.
But the truth is, the quarter pounder guy was 80 fucking quid, and that's more than double what Lilia is, and she's great.
So you're going to
Lee was like this. I'll do an impression of Lee. You're me. Say I'm sad.
I'm sad.
That's Lee eating a fucking burger.
His name's Lee.
He was called Lee.
Yeah.
Again, it's not an inspiring name.
It makes so much sense that you're going to a student therapist. I'm sure she's great. I'm sure she's great.
I don't think she's listening, but if you are, thank you.
Yeah. I'm sure she isn't. But that makes so much sense. Yeah, no, it should happen. It will happen one day. You know, who's got time for all that shit? I went to family therapy once.
Really? How was that?
I basically just cried for the whole time and looked into my French textbook and pretended to learn nouns because I had a French test, but I just didn't want to address what was going on. And
How old were you?
Eventually, they had to stop the session.
How old were you?
12, which I think is too young. 12. I was 12. I was 12. I was in year 8.
And what was the?
Or year 7.
What's the context of the session?
My sister's a bit nuts.
Still to this day.
Yeah, big time. Big time. No, she's got OCD.
Oh, really?
Which you're scared you might have, yeah.
Yeah. What's hers? What's her version?
Contamination. So she's like...
loads of hand stuff.
Yes.
Wash it.
Washing hands. Like biggest fear is throwing up, essentially.
She likes throwing up.
Biggest fear.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That would be a nightmare. If you loved it. I think I prefer to hate it than love it.
Biggest fear is throwing up. That's mad.
Yeah. She hasn't thrown up.
In case they kind of like someone's going to take all her sick.
Yes. Do you know that Putin, whenever he goes...
I know.
Yeah, whenever he goes to foreign countries, he gets one of his aides to collect his piss and poop.
How fucking self-indulgent is that?
Well, you can imagine... Well, the reason he does it is so that there's obviously a lot of medical information in your piss and poop. So people can then find out. Well, it sounds like he's dying or he's hiding some sort of significant disease, if not, but, you know... there's a lot of poisoning that goes. There's a lot of poisoning that goes on in Russia.
Do you think what do you think the title of the guy whose job it is to collect that? You're not the professional poo
Mr.
guy.
Poop and Piss collector.
Right.
Mr. Poop and Piss.
That's quite a degrading title.
It's quite a degrading job.
What would be a title that would be acceptable? Professional
defecation
doctor.
Defecation detective.
Inspector Poop.
Inspector Poop. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. What do you do? I'm Inspector Poop.
Inspector's Poop.
That's a tough one to put on your Hinge profile. Vladimir Korishnikov, Inspector Poop.
See, that's a kind of fun. At least own it if you're the poo guy.
If you're the poo guy, be the poo
Don't
guy.
be like I don't know, cleansing management.
So are you saying the people that collect Putin's piss and poop are they're not visible enough? They need to be more stronger and louder.
I would feel
prouder.
quite insecure about having that job.
Yeah, it's a very secretive job, isn't it?
And it's a weird, slightly pathetic job.
It is.
You're bagging up the guy's poo.
You are. But yeah, my sister isn't terrified of throwing up because she's scared that people are going to collect her sick. I've never heard of that before, though. Yeah, exactly. No, it's just a fear. It's just an irrational phobia.
Do you know?
That's what a lot of contestants.
What's the angle? Like, what's
the angle?
What's the angle of like if she throws up? What's the fear?
There's just a phobia.
She just thinks this is disgusting.
Yeah, but it's a phobia, so it's irrational. It's not rational because throwing up is a good thing. It's a healthy bodily function.
I love it.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't love it. You should.
It feels great.
Deal with it
every time you do it.
It doesn't feel good when you're doing it.
It feels good. It feels good when you're doing it. It feels bad before.
It doesn't feel. I don't like throwing up. I like feeling better after it.
Yeah,
you'd like the action of it.
I'm not bulimic.
The amount of psychological diseases you have to say that you don't have because of the things you say is astonishing. Parkinson's is the only one that no one thinks you don't have or do
People
have.
think I'm bulimic.
It's just you're now describing the joy of throwing up because
it's incredibly satisfying because you feel fucked beforehand and then it's finally.
I
done.
like the feeling of feeling better after.
Yes.
If I can feel something coming, I'm making it happen because I know I'm going to feel better after it. But I'm not doing it for sport. It's not a hobby.
Yeah.
I can go home and feel better.
I wouldn't say it's a hobby either. I just think. I mean, I don't have that. That must be a nightmare having that.
Yeah.
So what happens when she feels sick?
Well, she hasn't thrown up since she was like 7.
But she never got it just like in her mouth.
No. It's mine never matter, baby. It's mad. She's never thrown up since she was 7-ish.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Do you think she ever will before she dies?
No.
Damn.
I really don't think she will. Well, she's pregnant now.
How does that work?
Yeah. Well, she's dealing with it like a champ, but she's just hasn't had any morning sickness or anything. Which is good, but she's giving birth soon.
Could she challenge it by just like eating something absolutely horrific and then make herself throw up?
Well, that's the worst nightmare. So a lot. It's all about
could she
food.
do that? Could she face that and just do it?
I mean, because that's one. Like me and mum and dad have always been like, just do it.
Yeah.
Come over here. I'll fucking sort it out for you. Because if she did it, you'd realize it's fine. That's the rational way of thinking about it, and this whole thing is irrational.
And do you think that was brought about by?
Well, there's
family?
many theories going on in it because there's this whole study at the moment. She's a therapist. Surprise, surprise.
Your mum is?
My sister.
Really?
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
How's she not
It's blind
fixed
leading the
herself?
bloody blind out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking nutbags leading nutbags. Love you. But she.
But how's she not just like therapize herself then?
Because you can't do that, can you? Because you need someone external and rational. Therapists go to therapy.
True.
They don't just go by. You can't just do it by yourself.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
This is why you shouldn't. Being alone, you're not actually gonna get to the bottom of things. Sometimes you need to talk it through with someone.
Yeah.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. Because there must have been one at the top.
The king therapist.
Or queen.
Or queen.
Who would have been like, we need to talk about what we're thinking about.
Yeah.
And then he gives someone else therapy.
So that they can give it back to him.
No, he was fine. He never bothered.
Oh, he never got therapy.
Well, he started the whole thing and he had all the answers initially.
Yes.
Gave one person therapy.
Yeah.
They were like, this is fucked, but I'm really interested.
Yeah.
I'm going to give someone else therapy, and so on and so on and so on. So it is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
I'm way down the bottom. So that means I might have somebody who I therapize. I guess you're my patient at the minute.
Oh my God.
You kind of are.
Yeah,
you're being very receptive. I mean, you're resisting. I can feel.
There's some pushback,
which is understandable. This is our first session.
This is our first session. Well, it's our third session.
This is our third session.
Yeah,
but long live. Many more. Shit. Okay. So sorry, you were in family therapy.
Yeah.
We need to bring this somehow back onto the theme of
we'll come back.
Solitariness.
Yeah.
Solitude,
yeah. Solitariness.
Solitaire, the game.
Yeah, that was the joke at the top.
I've never played it.
Yeah. Well, you should try.
That was a joke at the top. You said that.
I did, yeah. Thought it might go over your head.
Didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, the intro said, I'm joined here by Charlie Milner, who thinks that Solitude is that card game you play by yourself.
No, I can't play it. I can play Cheat.
You're just going to list card games that you can play now.
That's the only one I know.
You only know Cheat.
And Monopoly.
So yeah, that's been my experience with therapy. It makes sense to go.
So wait, your experience with therapy is reading your French textbook and crying.
Yeah.
Damn, well, no wonder you don't want to do it again.
Well, it's not.
That must have been horrible, Andrew.
Well, I think part of that is, you don't want to address everything, but
you gotta.
When you get older, I've been addressing stuff now.
I guess you and you're having a girl. Sorry to keep going on about this, because I just want a girlfriend.
Yeah, you speak about her a lot.
So your girlfriend,
who's just lovely. She's just lovely.
I think she's the one. Man.
I think she might be perfect. Do you love her like I would love her? Because I do.
I do. Do you find that she's kind of like very helpful for your inner thoughts? Do you tell her everything?
Definitely. Yeah,
Is there anything you don't tell her?
Not really, no. Other than the mundane.
Like, I'm going to eat an egg.
Yeah, I don't like eggs, so
I'm not going to eat an egg.
That's a whole other kettle of fish.
We can get into that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't tell her every day I'm not going to have an egg today.
But do you tell her, like, I'm feeling mad?
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually I used to be bad at communicating that, but now I realise it's absolute necessity in a relationship. Otherwise, it all goes to pot.
Yeah.
I'll say, like, I'm feeling a bit depressed, annoyed.
And she's helpful with that?
Yeah.
I can imagine she would be. She's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's good. Yeah, but it's like a sounding board. Friends, loved ones, whatever. They're all good for.
Yeah, no, I think having a partner actually probably would. I mean, obviously it depends on how you do it, but if you really share with them and you can comfort each other through it, like having somebody there to be like, you're fine. This is what I'm going around the park doing. I'm basically being my own fucking boyfriend, just being like, but also dad, just like you're all right.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I don't need a you're fine. You're fine is like, I know.
No, but just like,
I know.
Well, what do you need then?
Just to fuck it. I think it's just a talk.
A troubleshooter.
Yeah. Well, I think
you need
that's
a hacker.
why it's to communicate. Oh, this is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going to be like. So I don't have to worry about being a certain way.
This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm going to be like. Oh, well, I'm feeling sad. I'm going to be
Therefore,
annoying.
I'm going to be a bit. I'm not going to be fucking jokes galore and that's a good relationship, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
jokes galore.
So it's more like
Call me jokes galore.
Sure. Oh, very good. Yeah.
Hello.
So, is this jokes galore?
My name's Jokes Galore.
Sorry, guys. I've just got a friend coming. He's going to be here any minute. His name's Jokes Galore. Oh, here he is now. This is Jokes Galore.
Well, you got it, but best believe it was hard when my name, my dog's
This
Sit.
is your opening to you're meeting my friends.
Hello, you lot.
This is Jokes Galore.
I had a
everyone.
dog the other day, but I called it Sit. You best believe it was a bit of a nightmare getting it to stop moving about.
Yep.
You should have seen what it was like with Heel.
What's Heel doing?
Heel's like, come on. Trying to stop you. Just come back.
What do you mean he's like that?
That was my dog, Heel.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and you right? No, so there's a guy.
Jokes Galore.
Jokes Galore. He's telling the joke.
He's telling the joke.
Yeah. So, but in Joke Galore's joke world, there's a dog called Sit.
And that was a nightmare
to get into.
Heel was also a nightmare. Do you know what Heel is?
Yeah. But that's Stay Close to Me.
Yeah. Heel.
Yeah. Heel. Yeah. Well, he just doesn't know the command heel because that's his name.
Obviously, your friends would have got this immediately and they'd be laughing.
They would, yeah. And I'd be like, I'm not sure why I'm the connecting factor between you and Jokes
like you're kind
Galore.
of ruining the joke here.
You two,
your friends loving.
You two should know each other.
Great time.
Yeah. Jokes Galore is far better than I am. I'm just happy to introduce you to Jokes Galore because he's better than me.
Guys, you got to meet Jokes Galore.
He's quite the character. Okay. So I suppose in our discussion here of therapy and everything, it's that was a conversation about being, you need someone else to guide you through. You can't just have kind of epiphanies or an understanding of yourself. Can you get better by yourself? Which is kind of the argument between spirituality versus therapy. Because a conversation to have, I've had conversation with spiritual people and they're like, no, you don't really need therapy. You need to find God or their version of God, which is yourself in some ways.
Yeah.
Because
that's fair.
Emotions are an attachment upon something that exists eternally.
Say that last sentence again, please.
No, don't remember it.
Emotions are good, something eternally.
Yeah, no, emotions are something that's attached on to something that already exists. You experience things, including emotions. As opposed to you just one mess of something. It's about kind of peeling away the layers to work out what existence is.
No, I think that's
which can only happen by yourself. You can't do that.
Definitely. I think for me, it's about proof. Really, it's me.
You're a big science guy, aren't you? You're all about the facts and numbers, aren't you?
It's about the data.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to provide myself enough data that I'm not a bad person until I'm like,
right. Go on.
I'm trustworthy. I'm good. I'm actually good. The proof is in the
pudding.
The proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding.
Of me not being a bad person. Of me maintaining relationships, holding down my work.
Yeah.
Enjoying myself, connecting with other people. All of that is like cool. You're not actually a psychotic.
But shouldn't you try and be happy within yourself rather than with the world? If you're happy with yourself, then you won't even have to worry about it.
I'm trying to do that.
Right, don't get pissy with me. Don't get pissy,
the
mate.
whole park lap thing is about.
Right. Well, I'd suggest a different tactic.
Do it in the house. Journal.
Yeah, maybe journal.
I do that.
All right. Okay, chill, bro.
This is what I mean. The baby's waking up.
Yeah, here we go. I'm seeing, or the bigger baby. I think there's a few different babies.
No, there's a docile one. There's an angry, loud one.
Okay, well, that's I think that's a good start to this conversation, which has lasted forever. What was your kind of experience with loneliness or solitude in your youth when you were growing up? Now, because you said you've got progressively better, you've gone through the years recently. You're better at being by yourself.
A bit better.
Yeah, a bit better,
Plenty to do.
I suppose running around the park rubbing your tits is
it's progress.
It's progress. Just quickly, what was it previously? Just hitting your head against a wall or something?
Just in the sort of war zone in my head.
Yeah.
Just staring at the wall, freaking out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So it's got better from that.
I'm actually doing something about it now.
Yeah.
Rather than just like having like 40-minute long showers because I'm just like staring into the ether.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, as a kid, I tried to deal with I had an imaginary friend.
Yeah.
And she was called Amanda. I was like...
Amanda Hug and Kiss?
I think Amanda Milner. But she was a friend.
That wasn't very jokes galore of you, but go on.
No.
Amanda Hug and Kiss? Ever heard that?
Amanda...
Prank call? You be a barman?
Amanda Hug and Kiss.
No, you be the barman.
Hello?
Ring.
Hiya.
Hiya. Can I speak to someone who's there?
Yeah, who is it?
Yeah, second name, Hug and Kiss, first name, Amanda.
Is Amanda Hug and Kiss around?
There you go. Bosh.
Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Give him a minute.
Amanda.
Say it quickly.
Amanda Hug and Kiss. Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Come on, Charlie. You've
Amanda
got it.
Hug and Kiss.
You've got it, Charlie.
Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Go on. Yeah, there. What was...
Amanda Hug and Kiss.
What do you think that's saying?
Amanda...
You've got nothing. A man...
To hug and kiss. Fuck.
I like how you very soon went, no, I think it was Amanda Milner, actually. I think you'll find it was Amanda Milner. Thank you for interrupting my story, though, Andrew. But yeah.
Amanda Milner.
What's...
Not Amanda Hug and Kiss.
Yeah.
She was basically like, I was about 6. Between the ages of 6 and 9. She would have been 8. She's a bit older than me.
Right.
And she was there.
You do like an older woman.
Yeah, but it was purely platonic.
Yeah.
And actually quite professional. Because I was quite scared of like monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
And Amanda was just there to kind of protect me, basically. She was like a kind of imaginary bodyguard, to be honest. Where like I would go to bed and she would, for example, all the books in my room. You know where the wild things are.
Yeah,
I hated that sort of stuff.
Okay,
like the hairy,
Gruffalo-y type.
Yeah, hairy monsters like that.
Yeah,
I didn't like that at all.
Fine.
And basically, Amanda would be there to she would be sort of sat at the foot of the bed. Or actually stood to attention. I would go to bed.
Yeah.
She would take all...
She's on duty.
We would take me and my mum would get rid of all the books with any monsters in them at all.
In case the monsters came from the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Amanda would then be sort of at the foot of my bed with a hammer, just kind of like guarding me.
Yeah.
And like...
What does she look like?
Ginger. She was kind of like Lara Croft coded woman. Do you know Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
She had that sort of get up about her.
Well, it's odd that you choose an 8-year-old to defend you.
Well, I was 6.
It's odd that you choose an 8-year-old to defend you.
Well, it's so that we could hang out. I did tell her secrets and shit as well.
Okay, so she wasn't just a protector.
But she was primarily a kind of protector.
Right, who you could also talk to.
Who I would talk to because we spent enough time together.
Right.
But then
Where were the monsters? It was just like nighttime, monsters coming out of the wardrobe.
Anywhere.
That
Voldemort
kind of...
as well. Like whenever I started doing Harry Potter, like she would... I was like really not like... I didn't like Voldemort.
No, fine.
And so she would kind of...
Was she magic?
She'd batter my Voldemort with a hammer.
Oh, so she wasn't like magic. It was very much assault.
She was like... Yeah, it was GBH.
It was just, big stick, baseball bat, fucking... So did you ever imagine a monster...
She could really handle herself.
Yeah.
But then I got to a point where I kind of became a bit... maybe I hit like 9 and I was getting a bit insecure about having this kind of... This older girl protecting me at nighttime, so I would...
What would you... Yeah, what happened then? I've never had it. I never had an imaginary friend, but I'm always interested at the point at which you start... Do they just start ebbing away?
To be honest...
Or is there one day where you go, see ya?
I think there's basically... The reason they're there is because kids are kind of discovering like fantasy.
Yeah.
And then there's at one point where they discover like rational thinking on some level. Like there's an age where kids understand the idea of eternity.
You're still waiting for that moment.
Any day now.
Bated breath.
There's an age where like you discover the idea of eternity.
Yeah.
And kids I had a real sad phase where I was thinking about hell because I was like, what do you mean forever?
Yeah.
When you understand the idea
concept of...
Yeah. So I think around that sort of age, you kind of...
So do you think you were scared with the monsters were going to drag you to hell? Or possibly, at least kill you and then you'll go to hell?
They were going to eat me. They were going to kill me, cook me and eat me.
Yeah.
and Amanda was there to protect me with her hammer.
So you're kind of combating this loneliness as a child.
Yeah.
And your loneliness is very much, it sounds survivally. It's, if I'm by myself, I'll perish, which is why, you know, we feel everything for a reason. Maybe not. But a lot of our evolutionary impulses are true because of this. So we feel loneliness because it's better to stay in a group of people. It's better to be in a community.
Yeah.
Better food opportunities, better survival opportunities. If a lion comes at me, I'm toast. If a lion comes at a pack of people, we've got more chance to, at least for more of us to survive, or even kill the fucker.
Definitely.
So you and Amanda is a classic. Why are we scared of solitude?
She was more of like a kind of colleague that I confided in. To be honest, it was very much a survival kind of. Yeah. Just don't let them fucking get me, Amanda, please.
Yeah, because I want to be able to sleep.
She did it for free, I guess.
Well, she did it for love for you, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think she did love me.
Yeah.
But I got to a point...
You'd hope so, because if you're creating an imaginary friend that hates you, you're a different kind of fucked.
Well, or one that just works for you.
Yeah, like a worker bee. Like
Like, you need her to sort of like you in order to protect you properly, otherwise she'd let them come and get me. But I got to a point where it was kind of like, you know how when you kind of, you're growing out of Santa, where you're like, I know this guy isn't really there.
Yeah.
But it's nice to imagine him. I had a kind of blurry time with Amanda towards the end where I kind of knew she wasn't there.
Was there a final goodbye?
I think I just sort of slightly started ostracizing her because I felt embarrassed that I was using getting protection from her.
Yeah, so I can imagine it turned into quite an almost a meaningful bit. Like she's at the end of the bed, you're there, and she's just like, "You don't
need you."
And she's like, "But I've been here for you forever."
Yeah, and then she sort of just
you're just gonna. It's like a bad breakup. It's like you're just gonna throw me out there into nothing.
I'm like, yeah, well, I don't need you anymore.
I feel like you're gonna cry if we keep going.
No.
I did see a slight welling.
Yeah, I don't need you anymore, I guess. But I'm very grateful. Thank you for protecting me.
But I've been here for you. I don't exist without you, and you're just gonna throw me into the wild like that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a big boy now, and I can't have you till when I'm like 18. If I still have you, they'll think I'm mad.
Well, I just thought you were different. I thought you appreciated everything I did. I thought we had a special bond together, and now
I do. I have massively appreciated it. I just obviously this has to end at some point. We can't do this forever.
Yeah, it has to end for you. But you know, I thought I was here forever. But you know, that's fine. I'll just go off and not exist somewhere else then.
No, you will.
No.
Okay.
And then Amanda becomes the monster.
And then I hit her with a hammer.
And that's catharsis. That's progress.
Growth. Yeah, killing your imaginary friend.
Yeah, because she becomes the monster because of a bad breakup. But you're now big and powerful enough to combat the monsters yourself.
Yeah.
Therefore, you got the monsters, and you don't need Amanda.
I still have things now where
you get the Oogle Boogles.
I'm like, there's a fucking man in that bathroom.
Yeah. I think everyone. Yeah, I get that every now and again when you're by yourself. If I've watched something a bit spooky, it's more like the face of the spooky thing will flash up, and I'll be like, oh, I bet it's in the bath, isn't it? I bet it's in the fucking bath, for fuck's sake. And then you're like, oh, well, I need a wee. But I've got
It's obviously in the bath.
Well, now
it's obviously going to kill me.
Oh, I forgot. Just get out of the bath, really. She's just trivializing it.
Yeah.
I did have one point where I was convinced that someone had broken in. This is a Solitude thing, actually. I was at home at my parents' house, at my dad's house, and it was middle of the night. And I swear to God, I heard someone open and close the door. Like there was.
You swear to God?
Swear to God that someone was in the house. I heard it.
Really?
I heard it. And I was the only one in. They were all on holiday somewhere. They were all at Disney World without me. That's a different story. But so I was like, right, what do we do? So I went, I had my golf clubs upstairs.
Damn.
So I picked up a 7-iron in my pants, went round and checked every room.
What were you going to do when would you have
Deck
hit him?
it. Fight or flight. And you can't, I'm not going to run out my house in my pants. I was pretty convinced someone was in there, but you know, that's
terrifying. I do that as well.
Yeah.
Even I go into rooms now where I think I've heard something, and I'll just slam the door into the wall in case they're hiding behind the door.
Yeah.
I still get scared now. I haven't got Amanda anymore. In conclusion.
Yeah, well, you don't need Amanda, hey?
Well, I clearly do because I'm still getting scared in the house.
Yeah, but you're not getting scared enough.
You can't have an imaginary friend when you're 29.
No. No, I'm glad we agree on that.
Or can you?
No.
No.
Well, with me,
what about you? Let me set it up.
Okay, yeah.
So, what about
What about you? What about you then, mate? What about you?
Hold
on. Let me set it up. I was doing fine by myself there. Like, no. Let me set it up.
Hey, I'll handle this.
I got this, Andrew. What about you then? Keep that in.
What about you?
Yes, thank you, Charlie. Thank you for asking.
What about your experience of solitude?
Very kind of them. Well, I think I spend a lot of time by myself in general because I have been working from home for 6 years.
Donkeys.
6 years of my bloody life. Well, and previously I lived with 4 people, me being one of them.
So 3.
So 3. And there'd always be someone home, like someone was working from home, whatever. I'd have people about. Whereas now, I'm just with one. So there's 2 of us, but there's one other.
Yes.
And he's in the office probably three days a week. So, those are 3 days of there's been times where even on this podcast, I think I'll sit down and the first thing I'll say that day is just on camera. When I think my record is having not spoken for like 24 hours. When all of a sudden you're like, shit, I just haven't said anything.
Do you not like swear in the morning on your own or anything?
Wake up. Fuck!
Or like, oh.
No, because I'm not terrified of monsters getting me in the night, so I don't wake up in sweats going, shit, fuck, shit!
Yeah, but do you not have any like...
Yeah, if I like bang my toe, I'm going to say something. But I used to speak to myself more often. I don't really speak to myself anymore.
Yeah.
Every now and again, but it's pretty rare. I'll just get on with it, man.
Do you think that's a good or a bad thing that you sometimes don't say anything for a whole day?
Bad. Yeah, I think it's bad.
Why don't you try talking to yourself?
Because I don't think that's a replacement to speaking to another human being. I know you're trying to just create a whole
What about like morning Andrew? Oh, yeah, that's a bit mad, actually.
Do you want me to do that? I think a lot of your tactics for combating slight issues turn you into a nut job. Why don't you just speak to morning Andrew?
What I do,
morning
man.
Andrew. My job doesn't require too many meetings, really. It's kind of, get on with it. You discuss things on Slack.
Right.
Which is just like a messaging system where you have like channels for stuff. You have work channels. So your manager will make announcements. You'll have team stuff. You have social stuff.
I've heard about this.
So I actually have a channel at work. So you have your different team names or whatever, and that'll be your channel where everyone in your team discusses stuff.
Yeah.
Your manager's present. Work stuff, bit of fun stuff and whatever.
Right.
Spoiler alert. It's never fun. It's just mostly people posting pictures of the cats and things, and look at my dog. He's sweet, isn't he?
Blah, blah,
Which
blah.
is the whole thing about, I think actually one of the biggest issues about working from home is that cutesy social media is the winner of the day. It's like people who would like post their pictures of their dinner
on Slack.
No, on Instagram or whatever, and like,
right.
Oh, look at my dog. Those people on the internet, though, that's what happens at work, because the people who don't do social media that much don't really post anything
on Slack.
So then the majority of the time it's just like, oh, look at this cat.
Oh, really? They're just posting random like
kind of
nonsense.
But that's how you socialize at work, is via social media. So if people
is
don't
anyone
do
wanting to do that?
Yeah,
really?
Because people they don't want to be by themselves. They want to have that engagement, even though they're not in the office.
And are you engaging with the
Absolutely never.
laughs and banter
never.
whatsoever?
Not once.
You won't even put like
I am
a flame react.
Silent.
Right.
I'll react because I'm not a cunt, but
yeah,
it's pretty weak sledding from me. So to kind of combat this solitude, my old manager let me run my own team channel on Slack. So it's just called Andrew Kerwin Squad, and it's just me in there. But I'll do manager updates as the manager, and then I'll do comment. It's just me in there, and then I'll do comments from my account, pretending to be different workers who will then engage with stuff
as a
like that.
game with yourself.
Yeah, just to keep the time moving along, really.
Is it like Good Job Andrew?
Yeah, I'll read some. Well, this is a sad one, actually. But
okay.
Big love and goodbye for now to Andrew Kerwin, who's leaving us for a few months on sabbatical. Thank you for replying for this. We really appreciate everything you're doing. Stay safe, and we'll see you back in the squad as soon as this is all blown over. Then it's Andrew Kerwin comments on that, tagging Andrew Kerwin saying, "We'll miss you, buddy. Have a good one. Stay safe." Another Andrew Kerwin comments tagging Andrew Kerwin. Oh, really sad to see you go. Won't be the same in Andrew Kerwin's squad without you. Stay safe, but I'm sure you'll find a way through to keep nailing those stats even on furlough. He was on furlough, not sabbatical.
He, you,
them. Again, it's with that again. I'll just like post updates in there.
See, I think from a therapy perspective, what the fuck is going on there? Love you very much, Andrew. Thanks, Andrew. Love you too.
Just every now and again, I'll be the manager and I'll tag the squad, being like, "Don't worry too much about these cues, gang. I'll be monitoring those quiet hours for you."
So is there like a kind of daddy Andrew that's on top?
Yeah, there's the manager,
and is that you?
I'm all of them. So I'd post like, this will be non-manager. This will just be worker Andrew. He says, just had a really useful shadowing session with at Andrew Kerwin. We both learned a lot. So please, anyone else who wants to anyone else who feels the same, drop me a DM and we'll get that in your calendar. And then just an Andrew Cohen commented, Andrew Cohen DM'd you, pray. It's undoubtedly hilarious.
That's insane. Does anyone else see? Does your manager see this?
It's a private channel, so no one can find it.
One day they will.
Well, people, the higher ups can.
Maybe when you die, they'll kind of uncover it.
But it came up with my old team. We were just sat on a call doing nothing for a bit, and we got chatting, and it reminded me of it. So I just sent them it, and they were like, "What the fuck is going on here? What is wrong with you?" I think maybe part of it. Have
you ever written "I love you, Andrew"?
Do you know
chat?
No,
right?
No, it's professional, Charlie. I'm at work. What are you talking about? No, what it is. It's a release because I'm satirizing what's going on in the real life work.
Could you engineer like a situation where like one of the Andrews steps out of line and calls someone like
100%? There's been some difficulties with some Andrews. There's been some really tough times. I've had to have some really hard conversations with some of the Andrews. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We're still here for your betterment.
Take this offline.
No. It's all
right.
Otherwise, they cease to exist.
Sure.
Then I am just talking to myself in the mirror. But it's like, I get it. Like, I'm here for you, and we're going to help you out of this tough time. But fundamentally, there are standards of the company that you need to be hitting, and if you're not hitting them, we're going to have to work out a plan to ensure you're going to be hitting them in the future. So that's that's my satirical piece on solitude and loneliness in the modern workplace in a remote setting.
Yeah.
It's just make up people. I suppose they're my imaginary friends.
My
imaginary team.
But they're all you.
They're all me. And you know what? It might never have come up if we didn't cover loneliness as a topic.
I'm really glad it did, though.
Yeah. It might. Yeah. I suppose it sounds odd when you're putting it in this, especially if it's for no one. It's just for me. So I think the conclusion of our thoughts on solitude and loneliness is that we both need therapy. More significant.
Well, I think I need a bit less, and you need lots.
You need less, and I need lots.
Yeah.
Yeah. That adds up. Well, you should stop going to student therapists like you're getting a dodgy haircut. So we discussed Charlie and I's initial thoughts on solitude and loneliness. Now it's time to go into our Thinker's Corner, where we engage with the ideas of some of the best minds the world has ever seen. Just going to read us some quotes to you, Charlie, and we'll get your take on them, what you feel about them, whether you think they're useful or not. So here's one from Aristotle. He who is unable to live in society or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself must be either a beast or a god. We'll run that again. He who is unable to live in society or has no need because he is sufficient for himself must be either a beast or a god. What do you think about that?
Well, in terms of is unable to live in society.
Yeah.
Is that because he's been outcast for attacking people or saying horrible things?
No, it's not. It's a self-imposed outcast.
Exile.
Yeah, they're not banishing.
He's just gone.
Yeah, it's not a great philosophical quote if you're like nuts people who we have to kick out because
have to live in caves.
Yeah, because we're put Mark in a cave because he's banging kids. He's either a beast or a god. I mean, I don't know. It's one or the other. He's out there banging kids. He could be God. He could be bloody Jesus. Yeah, it's more those who have the ability to have no social contact and be completely solitary for the rest of their life are either a beast or a god.
Okay.
Does that touch on what we were saying earlier?
Yes, it does. It touches perfectly on it.
Oh,
yeah, that makes sense because either you're like Buddha or you're a Nazi pedo.
What?
No. If you've gone to live in a cave, you're either...
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're probably a bit of a beast. I think you're probably beast full stop.
There's no
the gods are going to be out there doing good shit, like teaching people. If you've gone to live in a cave...
You look manic right now.
If you've gone to live in a cave, I think you're probably... full stop. Even if you have some good traits, there's something going on there.
I think you're actually on an interesting train of thought there.
Thank you. Like the gods, the real kind of like...
But like a monk. Think about a monk who goes and does a vow of silence.
Even the monks don't live on their own.
It's true. But...
they're silent with each other.
But you imagine they'd be able to.
But they don't.
They don't. That's true.
Because they're not...
You're saying even with silence, there is still something about being in the vicinity of a human being.
Yeah. And also like there's more purpose of like... I'm godly. I've sorted it all out. I've worked things out.
Yeah.
I'm going to go spread that message. If you're a true nutter, you are going to go live in a cave on your own.
Yeah.
The godly ones are in the society trying to spread the good word.
So do you think Aristotle is saying to be with people is to be human? Because can a person ever be a beast or can a person ever be a god?
I think that's exactly what he means. I think he's basically saying you shouldn't... The weirdos live in caves.
Yeah. That's fair.
The answer is to live with other people.
Potentially. Or the people that would have that, there's either,
something going on there.
Something incredibly wrong.
You're not well.
In either way. Because although, or a god might sound like a positive connotation, does anyone really want to be?
I don't want to be.
No? What a world that would be.
I'm not a god.
Okay. Here's one from Nietzsche.
Okay.
The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters. We'll run that again. The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters. What do you think he's saying there?
I think he's saying if you're lonely, you're a bit of a beg.
Yeah.
And I struggle with that. I struggle with being a beg. My two biggest horrible keywords
Desperate.
are fake and beg. Those are the vultures on my shoulder.
Fake?
Yeah.
You have
mad.
worries that you're fake?
I know. It's fucking mad.
Yeah. Look at the hat.
Yeah.
You're
I know.
Green t-shirt.
I do have that. Yeah. It's like this, but it's because I just really don't want to be.
Yeah.
Basically.
So do you think you ever overdo it on the authentics? God, yes.
Didn't even let you finish.
Oh my God, yes, Andrew.
Yes.
You're darn right, Kerwin. You're darn right. So do you think oversharing is
just a way of definitely being me, even if it's
because I overshare as well a bit, no way near as much as you.
No,
and it's not oversharing, Charlie. It's honest sharing, and we like it. But yeah, I suppose that is a fear of being inauthentic, and then inauthenticity is kind of boring. Do you know what I mean?
It's the worst.
Yeah,
it's a betrayal. But
it's very easy to be inauthentic.
Yeah, I mean, we always are.
We always are.
Often, I reckon.
Yeah. But so on to with the loneliness aspect. The lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters.
Well, it's quite a sad
thing. It's a desperation.
Yeah.
There.
It's just please.
Yeah. So then,
please, look at me.
So you end up holding the hand of a bad man,
or woman,
or
a theydy,
A theydy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I suppose loneliness brings about a desperation that means your capability to make good decisions or be with the right people is nullified.
Oh, do you relate to that quote? You're not very beggy.
I'm not a very no.
Have you ever been a beg? And that's quite hard to answer, probably.
No, I
really?
don't. Must have been. What kid isn't at some point?
Yeah.
I've just been I'm very infrequently lonely, to be honest. I think I've been very lucky to have. I just celebrated my 25th year friend anniversary
with
these lot. Basically.
Oh, nice.
With one particularly, but I went to the same school from reception to year 13.
Mad.
Loads of and then all of my friends who are still friends with now came in during that time.
Yeah.
So I've known them all for fucking ages.
What's that got to do with this?
That I don't really ever feel lonely because there's always someone at the other end of the phone.
Really?
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Well, I see them all the time.
Yeah, I see my friends I've known since I was 7. I still fucking definitely like.
Well, do you not? How much do you open up? You must open up to your friends
a lot.
Brother. Yeah, go on. Yeah. So then, but that for me, that nullifies loneliness. To be honest.
Yeah, I think maybe we're
being
talking
with
about
people makes me less lonely. Yeah, this is that's mad, is it?
No,
I know there's a kind of spiritual loneliness. But you said
you're quite often alone and you don't feel lonely because you can always call your friends.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have a cup of tea with them.
Have a cup. Just come round and we'll have some biscuits. Yeah, no, I think that. Yeah, right, I do.
That's your solution. That doesn't work for me.
What? Well, no, because this is a base level of being what is lonely. We can talk about spiritual loneliness and feeling alone in the world. You're born alone, you die alone. That's kind of true.
You do.
But in the in-between, you're not really, are you?
No.
You're not really. There is a spiritual sense of it, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't really feel that on a regular basis.
You don't feel alone spiritually?
I don't feel alone in the world spiritually. I think at times, maybe. Honestly, this is an interesting topic for me. Loneliness is not one of my biggest issues. It's not something I regularly feel.
No.
I think people, and I mean... Again, I think you can separate from kind of ideological, spiritual, existential loneliness to I'm not with someone right now. Those are two different things.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people will feel lonely because they don't really have good friends or they don't have family they speak to or something.
Yeah, but I think beyond that, the loneliness comes from a lack of relationship with yourself. Like that, honestly, that's why I stare in the mirror and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, as in like that's what it is. Yeah. It's about what is your relationship.
I'm saying it's both of those things, but yeah.
But I think beyond the friendship thing, obviously, if you haven't got any mates, you're lonely.
Well, that's a lot of people don't.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but I think that's informed by. The main thing, what they always say is like, obviously, like loving yourself is the most important thing because you only have you.
Mm.
which is lovely and true.
Just lovely.
But as in like, that is the thing you need to nail down is your relationship with yourself. That's what I'm trying to do by chatting to myself and like.
But even if you like that, right, if you don't like yourself, you're going to feel lonely because the person you're spending time with is a cunt.
Regardless of any of your friends.
But it's still, for me, that's interesting because is that lonely?
Yes.
But it's just, not liking yourself is
I'm not saying it's
lonely.
not liking yourself. It's more just like being estranged from yourself. It's not so much not like, it's like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like what
do I want?
What is the connection between I'm a person who exists in this world, but I'm also watching me being a person? It's like that separation of like ego and like self.
Freud.
Id and ego.
Id, ego, super ego.
Like that.
But that's more about
that's what's confusing me. That's why I'm like, which part? Where am I?
Your baby is the id.
I'm id. Id is trying to figure out who the fuck is that.
Yeah. Well, id is your base desires. Ego is how you socialize that to get your desires. I want cake.
So who's the one? Who's like the boss? Who's like the wise person?
Super ego. That's your morality.
Right.
So it's like if I want to have sex with you, my id says I want to fuck Charlie.
And ego says
my id would be saying just rape him. Whereas my ego would go, what's a socially interaction? What's the best way to do this? So I can go, how am I going to go about doing this in a kind of all right way?
Right.
So then I might try and rape you nicely or something.
I don't know if you can.
And then, true. And then my super ego goes, so no, I shouldn't have sex with Charlie because we're in a business relationship.
And he doesn't want to. Right.
That's probably a bad way to put it, but I've just done it so you can fucking take it.
Okay, fine. I understand vaguely.
Yeah.
So when I'm looking in the mirror, like, who's that?
Yeah.
Who's asking who's that?
I don't think that's a real Freudian term, really. Who's asking who's that? Christ. Well, that's more of an experiential thing. I don't think that's really helpful to go with Freud there.
Yeah.
That's more who. That's the question. I'm not really qualified. I'm not spiritual enough really to properly answer that question.
That's what I'm fighting with. I'm fighting with the ultimate. I'm fighting literally with like the meaning.
You need to speak to Ollie, my stepbrother.
I should speak to him.
If he was there,
I reckon he's done Vipassana. Ask him if it's called Vipassana.
Yeah, he'll comment.
Vipassana.
Yeah. Well, I think he would say there is his kind of meditation journey. I'm paraphrasing it, whatever.
That's mad that he does that.
Yeah. He's deeply entrenched in it.
Wow.
But he would be saying there's you exist. There is a you that is happening, right? That doesn't matter. Time is irrelevant in there. There is only the present moment. We kind of think in time naturally, but the past and the future, they're nothing. They are for the core thing of you. There's the you that's the observer. Things are kind of happening there, and that's just taking into account things that are going on, and then on top of that, we build the identity through experience.
Yeah.
But the problem with having these conversations is the problem I've had with him as well, is that you have to experience it
to know what anything
in order
means.
to know what's really going on. It's hard. You can't intellectualize it. It's an experiential thing. So we talk about it. I'll try and put it in a rational sense, and he'll be like, "Yeah," and you get it.
End up talking about like a rape scenario with me.
Yeah. So I want to bang you, right? Yeah. How do I go about doing that?
We're in a business relationship.
Yeah, well, but that's the conversations we have. He's like, yeah, you get the ideas, but there's the last step is doing it. But for that, you need to sit and meditate, which is kind of what you're doing by looking in the mirror. Maybe don't look in the mirror. I think that's confusing you.
Yeah, I think
you shouldn't be trying to work out who you are by looking outside of yourself. You need to look inside yourself.
Yeah, close my eyes and listen to rain.
Yeah, well, maybe we can both do some meditation this week and then report back on it.
Let's do that.
Let's meditate and then we'll see what's going on.
Cool. So via YouTube or via just books?
Good question.
I think we should use rain sounds. I think we should use...
shouldn't it be silence?
Pitter-patter.
I think it should be fucking silence, because the whole point of it is to try and expel any thought.
At least put some like nice music, like a kind of like...
But then I'll think about that. I'm going to do it in silence.
Okay, I'll do it in silence then.
Yeah, all right. Fuck you then. Okay. Well, actually, on that, the lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whomever he encounters.
Agree. Do we agree?
We agree.
We like it.
Is this part of the modern crisis of loneliness that we're seeing as well? I'm talking incels, Charlie. I'm talking incels. So you're Charlie. This won't be too much of a stretch of the imagination for you, but you've got no friends and no one wants to bang you.
Right.
So you
don't need to say that.
You feel annoyed. You're angry with life. You're repulsive to women.
Yeah.
You go online.
Smell.
You go online, and then there's a group of people who go,
"We stink too.
We stink too," and all women are shit.
Oh yeah.
So the lonely one offers his hand too quickly to whoever he encounters.
join us.
It's like, yeah, there's too many fucking nuts people on the internet. Too many people are isolated themselves as well from the internet.
Yeah.
And then the answers are found within them, and then bosh.
But it's strange though, because you must, like, when incels meet, surely you just meet another fat fucking loser and you're like, fuck me.
Well,
that guy, I don't want to be anything like that.
So you think they're just fat, useless, horrible people?
I mean, I'm picturing sort of the Gruffalo.
Which, as we know, is something terrifying for you.
Yeah.
Well, no, because that's saying that they would have such little self-worth that they wouldn't even want to be friends with people because they remind them of themselves, and that's awful.
Not so much that, more just like, fuck, is this me?
Are these the people I want to associate?
We're all hanging out at McDonald's being like, just like slurping on our fucking quarter pounders, being like this.
They're not all horrible fat pigs. I mean,
that's like, well, what are they then?
I think they're sad, lost men who are so. I think loneliness is the big connecting
they are
factor.
Lonely, but don't take it out like that.
They're at the bottom of the barrel. What else are you gonna do? They're not coming out with cream of the crop friends and family or whatever. You know, you're by yourself.
I don't know.
You're so starved of social interaction. You go to the first hand that's there. People will choose.
Are you sympathising with them?
I think, yeah, absolutely.
I just think the expression of it, it's
obviously horrible, but then,
I hate all of that. Like, to react like that is mad.
It's obviously mad. But then, and these are, you be tough on the consequences, not on the cause.
Yeah, the cause, fine. Go and work in a soup kitchen. But
some people aren't, some people go and work in a soup kitchen. Yeah.
Go and help go and experience, get some joy out of doing something nice, rather than
miserable people don't want to give joy to other people. They want to feel happy themselves first. You don't see many charity workers who are sad, do you?
No.
But so you can empathise with the idea that,
they're lonely.
Loners,
they're lonely.
Sad, and then they take it out in the wrong way. So I do have some sympathy.
Yeah, maybe they should feel loved in some. Maybe there's a way of
and that's all they're looking
employing
for.
Some Mother Teresa sort of figure to
employing
it's like Santa,
right?
But it's like Mother Teresa, and the incels sit on her knee and she hugs them, and
it might have to be a guy because
cradles
of the whole incel issue.
Okay, fine.
Father Ted.
That
might be confusing, but
I think it has to be a woman, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think it has to be like a kind of very maternal, not sexy but lovely granny who's like.
Yeah, by the way, most people don't need to use have to qualify that the granny isn't sexy. Just saying, it's a thing.
Get Santa, but it's an old lady and she hugs them and kind of cradles them, makes them feel loved, and then's like, look, it's not that all women hate you. Yeah. And it's not, you shouldn't hate all women. It's just, you've obviously been hurt a bit. Yeah. Really, truly, if you don't want to feel like this, then stop being so horrible, go and have a shower. And you are worthy of love, but you're not worthy of love if you kind of join this weird fat army of freaks.
Now, if this is the Mother Teresa for incels, which we're going to create, again, I just don't think telling them to go and have a shower is really going to make them receptive to what you're saying.
Don't bother showering then. And you are worthy of love, but you're not going to get any love if you continue to behave like this. No woman's going to love you like that.
There you go. Next is from Satire, which I think actually is echoing a lot of what you've already been saying on this podcast. If you are lonely when you are alone, you're in bad company. Yeah. Which I think is exactly what we were talking about earlier, which is kind of where we got to. So we agree, Jean.
We do agree.
So now we can move on to kind of a political philosophy sense of the world.
Okay.
And what does it mean? What can solitude and loneliness do in terms of in politics and power and things like that? So a key commentator on this is Hannah Arendt, who was around in...
Never heard of her.
Yeah, that's fine. Who was around in the 20th century. Just to give you some context of when we're talking about...
Hannah Arendt.
Hannah, aren't you smart?
A-U-N-T.
A-R-E-N-D-T. Arendt. So she discussed a lot about isolation, solitude, loneliness, and what that can mean for a political sense. So I suppose to kick us off, is back in the day when we were cavemen, it was a different kind of loneliness, and then modern society has created a very different understanding to what isolation and loneliness are.
Right.
So it's kind of you could argue it's
you can feel it.
You can feel it pulsating around us like a giant wave. So it might be in modern life has changed a lot of things where we used to have community together.
You know what I love? I love smiling. When you catch like the eye of like an old man in the street and you smile at each other.
You're such a creep, man. You're such a creep.
I love that.
I completely agree. But this is why I think manners is part of community as well.
That little, or like when a dad is with his baby and he's struggling with his kid, and I'm like with my car.
I'll take that for you.
No, I'm in my car, and then he like nods at me, and I nod at him back. I'm like, he knows that I know that we both are
human. I entirely agree. I think manners is what it is. Manners sounds traditional and lame, but it is the cornerstone of community, I think. But it's a very English way to think. And people do it differently.
It's community and respect.
I despise my local Tesco's because it's a nightmare in there. Everyone's out for themselves. And then every time I go up to the counter and it's like, hiya, ignored. What do you mean you're ignoring me? The amount of times I go into a place and I say, hiya, how are you? Nothing. I pay for the item and I go, cheers, have a good one. Silence. Fucking silence. And then people are bashing into me as I'm walking out. I'm like, there is no community here whatsoever.
Is that the big Tesco?
The small Tesco.
Oh, small one.
Small Tesco. Different rules.
Yeah. I guess how could you combat that?
Just say hello. Yourself. People need to be nicer. People need to be nicer to strangers. I think maybe
you should just stay still until they say hello back.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, and just refuse to take my items. Yeah, but this is a thing because we're more and more isolated, and there's too many of us, particularly in the city. There's too many people around. You can't care about everyone. It's impossible to care about everyone.
No,
but you should care minimally. I'm not saying I'm going around hugging. Well, you are, but like hugging babies and little
I'm
fucking
not hugging
things.
Babies.
Well, little things, little smiles, little hiya, thank you, sorry. Christ, they go a long way.
Yeah, true.
They
and
go
even just the
way.
eye contact, just like a little
That's
nod.
when I feel lonely, when I'm walking around the street.
But then you get a smile from an old man.
But it's rare nowadays. But then it's back.
You've got to initiate
There's
that.
one lovely woman who works at Tesco, and every time she's on, it's brilliant because I come out feeling, that was a nice interaction.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Rather than just a continual silence.
Yeah,
you're treated like you're a pariah.
A hog.
You're like some hog who's just oinking about London.
Yeah, on your own.
On your own. And it's when people don't move out the way in the street.
I think that's a separate issue.
It's not, because it shows a disdain for the other people walking around you.
Yeah. I think the more fundamental. I think that's just you got a separate issue with that.
People who get off the tube. I don't think that's
so much a community thing.
People that get off the tube or train before the others are getting on. Madness.
That is mad.
Yeah, madness.
Get
you know
on
what I mean?
Yeah.
Madness.
That is mad.
I don't care. I'm going to get a good seat, and I don't give a shit if I'm going to barge in front of everyone. In the bin. That makes me feel lonely. There you go. Now it's time to go to some of the better thinkers of our time, the people who are subscribed to the Patreon, who are allowed to ask us for some advice, talk about what they've been going through. So this one's from Grace.
Yes. Hello,
Grace.
I
love being by myself. Love it. To the point where if I hang out with friends or family for more than 4 or 5 hours, I immediately become irritated and have to spend what me and my flatmates call iPad baby time alone. This is fine for the minute, as I'm at a phase of my life where being confident in being on my own is perfect. I'm in uni and have developed my own routine of gym, cooking, uni and studying. That is entirely my own. I just worry that when I get older and want to settle down and be in a relationship and adapt to a family style life, that I will struggle with it. I don't like spending more than maybe 2 consecutive days with my boyfriend or with a boyfriend or guy I'm seeing, as I get irritated and my routine is disrupted. I want a husband and kids in the future, and that's always been something I've wanted. I just can't imagine having to spend 40 years not completely hedonistic and adhering to my own routine. Chandru, please answer me this. Am I a selfish bozo, or is this something I will grow out of in time? So I think Grace likes her routine. Yes. She likes independence, is what she's saying.
Well, firstly, Grace, you're not a selfish bozo. You're not a selfish bozo at all.
We'll see.
I think it sounds like you're very self-sufficient, which is good.
Yeah.
But possibly a bit too self-sufficient, Grace.
Oh my God. It's coming up with everything today.
No, I mean, I think you need to be able to hang out with a baby for more than 2. If you if you have a kid, Grace, if you have children, you can't just go and have iPad baby time and your baby's having real baby
baby's
time.
On the floor, shitting itself, feeding. You're like, God, I just want to go.
Fuck me, this is boring. I want to watch iPlayer.
Remember, I could just go and play tennis.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You can't do that, Grace. If you're having a kid, you need to be able to hang out with people. But it's much better that you're this way round than the opposite, where you absolutely need contact all of the time.
That's true. I think you're talking about independence rather than
I am.
No, Grace.
Oh, right.
Yeah. What, me?
I had no idea that I was doing that.
What am I talking? You're talking about independence and the loss of that in a family life. I think a lot of people struggle with that, or struggling with the idea of that is, potentially losing.
Slightly different though. I don't think she's just talking about that, to be fair.
Go on.
I think she's talking about literally, I can't hang out with people for, like, I find it, the idea of having to 24/7 hang out with a baby.
Yeah, not just a
nightmare.
baby.
Well, and a husband.
Yeah.
Because I actually want to be on my own. So it's not just, it's like the practicalities of like,
I've
got to actually hang out with this guy.
Yeah, which is not having independence, isn't it? I think the with your friends, that's fine. You don't have to see him loads. It sounds like you're fine to see them a normal amount. I guess that's the family. You're like, if I move in with someone, then it goes. You've got to have that discussion. I think you've got to be like, I need to have a certain level of independence with this. This is pre-kid. This is pre-kid. You're absolutely fine. But there's lots of different ways to be a couple. You don't have to spend all your time together.
No, of course. I think the thing where you're going to run into issues is if you need to hang out with you are going to have to hang out with your baby all the time.
Yeah, you can't have too many.
That is the main issue, I think, the baby thing. You should stagger some warm-up hangouts with your friends' babies. And if you don't know any new mums, fine.
We can hook you up with some.
Yeah, we know loads.
Yeah.
So yeah, just get some practice in and hanging out with babies, because you're going to have to do a lot.
You are going to have to put the life of a baby over your desire to go out and see the film.
Yeah.
But I think you'll find if you do it right, you'll actually have quite a lot of independence,
and you'll love your baby very much as well.
And your baby's different, isn't it? You're not gonna want to be away from.
Fucking annoying.
This fucking.
I mean, you
kid.
might. I'm a bit worried about that.
Yeah.
Finding my baby really annoying.
I don't think you will.
I hope not.
Depends on your baby. Depends on the mum as well.
Depends
on
a whole
other issue.
Factors.
It's a whole other issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was the end? You're not being a selfish bojo. I think a lot of people feel that. I think a lot of people do feel that. And you got to find the right person who, you obviously enjoy spending time with, but at the same time, who allows you to have the level of independence that you need.
If they don't let you have it, then they're not the one.
I'd agree.
Because
they
don't want you for you, Grace.
Well, and then it's also, some people are different. Like if Charlie and I were in a relationship, I'd be like, can you leave me the fuck alone for a second?
And I'd be like, no,
but I
want to hang out with you.
I don't want to think.
I don't like being on my own.
And I'd be like, but I do, and you're making me...
I'm going to go look in the mirror now for an hour and a half.
Brilliant. And then I'll come up and he's crying in the bath. Because
saying, who am I?
Who am I? Who am I? And I'm like, Charlie, I just went to get some bread. That's how it would go. So Charlie and I shouldn't be together.
I know. And we're not.
And we're not.
Fundamentally,
we're not.
But Grace, when you have a baby, you are going to hang out with it a lot.
Hang out with the baby, so for God's sake.
Get some practice in.
A lot of your advice ends up with maybe you should spend time with more babies. Just go and see some babies,
I think it's very valid in this case.
Yeah. Oh, no, she doesn't need to hang out with babies. She doesn't hate babies. Right, she doesn't need to learn to be with a baby.
She knows what she must do.
That's great advice. You know what to do. So we've had a lovely discussion about solitude.
It's been lovely.
And loneliness. And as ever, Charlie and I have written some short stories or some pieces just to wrap up the episode with some sentiments about what we think solitude and loneliness truly mean. So I'll kick us off. It's called Solitude, I guess.
By Andrew Cohen. This one.
Day 1. I can't remember the crash. I can only remember waking up covered with sand and all of my friends dead around me. There's no one left, not even the flight attendants who assured me they would be there for my safety. Now I'm alone on this island. I can't remember the last time I've been alone like this. I don't think I ever have. The waves are crashing around me, but there's this blanket of silence covering the island that I've never heard before. I don't think I've got the skills to survive without anyone else, and I don't think I can survive on my own. Day 3. Sorry, I forgot to write yesterday.
What about day 2?
Shut up and listen. Day 3.
Oh.
Sorry, I forgot to write yesterday. Fucking hell. Sorry, I forgot to write yesterday. I'm still adjusting to my isolation and surroundings. The night is darker with no one to share it with. The days are much better. The shadows of the palm trees mock me as they flicker across the beach. For fleeting moments, they appear human-like, dancing across the sands. I'm hungry and so thirsty, but I'd happily exchange a meal for the touch of a human, for some eye contact. Barren is the soul who wanders the land alone. Barren becomes the land where the lost make camp. But I will persevere, I will survive, and I will thrive. Day 1062. I like it here because I can eat sand!
Fuck. Okay, I got a few questions. He seems to have conquered his
he's been by himself.
He's loving it. Is the moral of that story you eat?
No, it's not eat sad. I suppose if we had to extract a moral from that story, it's too much loneliness
makes you mental.
Isn't a good thing.
So I guess the important thing...
I like it because I can eat sand.
That snail on the roof.
Yeah, don't draw attention.
Snail with paint on it.
How the fuck has that even happened? Go on.
This is called Solitude, and it's by me. I fell in love with the lady who does the lift voice. We met in a lift, would you believe it? I thought I was going mad. She asked me what floor I was going to. I told her floor 2. She went, floor 2. And the lift went, floor 2. It was confusing. In a good way. Hers was a voice I'd known for years. I felt like she'd known me all my life. Guiding me. Watching me grow. Telling me what to do. Oh, we spent ages in there that day. Just going up and down. She kept doing impressions of herself. We were just laughing and snogging. I've never felt anything like it. It was like that for months. She made me feel like everything would be okay. And everything was okay. For a time. She changed. She became callous. Started mocking me for stuff I couldn't help. Like how flat my feet are and how my big toe isn't actually my big toe. One day I accidentally called her mummy and she put it on her Facebook. I tried to pass it off as mammy to make it playful and sort of sexy, but she was too clever. I feel she lost respect for me. I mean, who can blame her? Who could respect this? Anyway, one day I woke up and she was gone, along with all my stuff. She burgled my house. She burgled my heart. I'm on my own again now. I don't get lifts anymore. I live on the 12th floor, but I take the stairs. It's too painful hearing her voice. That's it.
There you go. You fell in love with the lady who runs the lift, who says the lift.
Who actually works for the lift company.
I kind of expected you to bring more of the like lift going down or lift going up stuff in there. It was that was just how you met.
That was just how we met.
I love that. I love how you met the lift lady. I like that you met her in the lift.
We met in the lift. That was crucial.
But she doesn't just live in the lift.
Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have clocked. No, she doesn't live in the lift. She was just getting the lift.
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't have realised, but you had to hear it.
I had to hear her say it and then the lift say it as well.
Yeah.
So I guess the reading of that Solitude wise is
But she left you, right?
She did leave me, yeah.
Yeah. So now you're lonely.
I'm alone again.
Yeah.
And I'm rebuilding.
So love can make you lonely when people leave.
Yeah.
No,
it's a very down the line, but we haven't haven't touched on love actually.
In these conversations,
not really in these.
For this theme
for Solitude,
specifically,
we haven't touched on love so much. But I guess
is love
definitely makes you lonely,
but can it
in a kind of sick way?
Go on.
Because you just sort of you think you need that person, but you never actually needed them. You just became obsessed and thought you needed them.
Yeah, couldn't
cope without them.
Codependency,
yeah.
Yeah.
I became codependent on the lift lady.
With the lift lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now I only get the stairs.
It's poignant.
Yeah.
It's poignant. There's no two ways about it.
Thank you.
It's poignant. This lift's going up.
Well, currently it's way down.
No, I meant me.
You're going up.
Yeah, because of the story.
Right.
You're
erect.
Yeah, or at least becoming so. Any closing thoughts?
Closing thoughts.
What have you learned about?
I've learned tons.
We've learned a lot, as we always do. But yeah.
Did you learn anything ever?
From you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, of course.
What do I learn? What have I learned? I think I've learned that I need to do a lot of work on being alone.
I feel like that's been every podcast we've done. At the end of every podcast is, I need to be better at not going mad when I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
This is hammering that home. This is further crystallizing that.
Yeah.
People talk a lot about how important it is to be alone. It is obviously important not to completely need other people.
Yep.
But also, no one wants to live on a planet where there's just them there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I do, yeah.
you do need to hang out with people.
Yeah.
And it's not that deep it's not that much of a big deal if you find it hard. Just do a little bit of it every day and get slightly better at it, so you're not like a needy freak. But also, there's no joy really in being on your own unless you're having like a delicious lunch.
If you like yourself, you'll like being alone.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I think
Have you learned anything new?
Firstly, I think we've learned a lot today. I want to thank you for investigating solitude and loneliness with me.
My pleasure.
We've really dug into the depths of ourselves and the world around us, and come out with some very interesting...
I actually feel less lonely through this podcast.
Absolutely. What is it?
I feel closer to you.
Spend a couple of hours in a roasting shed with your pal, that would cure loneliness.
Yeah, I'm not alone in here.
I think I've learned that maybe I can be better, although I'm good at being alone, am I being alone? Am I distracting myself with all of my hobbies and interests?
And we're going to meditate.
Yeah. We'll both meditate, and we'll check in on how the meditation goes on our next edition of this.
I think it's going to be hard.
I think it's going to be fucking difficult for both of us.
And boring.
I'm going to be incredibly bored and panicking, and you're going to just want to...
I'm going to be bored and probably find...
You're going to be arguing with different baby versions.
Part of my head. I'm going to get into some weird alleyway in my head.
Yeah. We'll probably come back worse.
Yeah, initially.
But we're here to investigate the world, not just for the good stuff, bad stuff as well. We're here to dive into what's going on.
Yeah.
And in order to know what's going on, you have to dive in.
Yeah.
We're going to continue this conversation on the Patreon, which there's a link below if you want to join it. But yes, we'll see you next week. Well,
we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon.
We'll be seeing you.